Hi friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Alexis and I am a certified personal trainer of over 10 years. I spent my entire 20s hating my body. I was constantly obsessing with the number on the scale, how my body looked in the mirror, and I was also struggling with binge eating disorder. So if you struggle with body image, this video is for you. I'm going to share my journey with my struggles with body image, as well as provide tips if you are struggling as well. So there were really no major struggles with body image until I decided to enter a bikini competition. This is where my true body image struggles began. So I started dieting for the very first time when I entered bikini prep. And if you know anything about competing in a bikini competition, you go pretty low in calories. Not only did I go low in calories, I ate food that honestly, it made my skin crawl. I started dieting for the first time. I started restricting for the first time. And long story short, this is what led to binge eating for me. I'm so hungry. I've been binge eating like crazy. I haven't been recording. I ate this whole entire box of Chips Ahoy, empty. Oreos, empty. I've been eating multiple Ritzes. I ate 2 boxes of those. Oh, and there's the other box that I ate. I'm gonna be 6 weeks out after this week. I need to get my shit together. The binge eating thing that's been going on. Well, today I have 5 days binge free and I've been really proud of myself for being in control, and I felt like I was in control. Okay, I'm done crying now. Just eat a whole thing of peanut butter, 2 popcorn, whatever was left of this, and this whole Easter egg. I've been binge eating like crazy. This is my 3rd bowl of mug cake. I was struggling with the fact that I was supposed to be stage lean, which is not just lean. It means you want striations in certain places, you want to see muscle definition in certain places that you were not seeing it for me. And it was because I was binge eating. And when I would eat these large amounts of food that my body was not used to eating, my stomach would just bloat up bigger than I was used to seeing it. It was like double the size, and it was so uncomfortable. Yeah, I still felt hungry. Like, it was an insane experience, and it just it was embarrassing. And the thing with this too is I was over exercising to try to make up for the fact that I was binge eating during prep. Literally, the day competition ended, I fully went out of control. I ended up gaining 30 pounds within 2 weeks, going from around 140 to 170. And this is basically the start of me obsessing over the number on the scale. I had never seen my weight go higher than 145. And so seeing the number reach 175 in a matter of weeks, it was very uncomfortable in my body. I began to consistently, from this point on, struggle with trying to lose weight. It's been a year since I competed. I competed June 13th, 2015. A year later, and I'm still being affected by my competition. Within the past 48 hours, I have eaten these by myself. 1, 2, 3, and that's 4 things of ice cream. In 42 hours, this is a fresh box of Oreos in one sitting. It screwed me up so bad. That binge eating that I began to do on my prep has fucked me up till this day. I would stare at myself in the mirror like so horrified. I refused to put on a swimsuit. I put on a swimsuit maybe twice. Hated the way I looked. I was so ashamed of my body. I loved food before I competed, but it's not something that was obsessive in my mind. I didn't eat something and think, oh, this is gonna be 1,000 calories right here. And it was just this constant fight to lose weight and this constant struggle with falling back into binge eating. I felt swollen, I felt uncomfortable, I felt constantly hungry, but I was constantly trying to diet. And then I would fall into these binges and I would just start over of like, all right, we're back to day 1 of no binging. Okay, we're back to day 2 of no binging. And it was like, if I made it a week, that was usually the most I could make it, was a week, seriously. And we're talking binging. We're not just even talking overeating. We're talking losing full control and rampaging through the whole pantry. Like, it was full on binges. So for the majority of my 20s, it was like my joy and happiness relied on the number on the scale, or relied on how lean my stomach looked in the mirror that morning. And it would fluctuate every single day. And so my joy and my value that I felt in myself, even though I told myself, and we all tell ourselves, my value as a human does not rely on how I look. It does not rely on the number of the scale. Yeah, we know. But still, we feel like it does, right? I struggled very much with this feeling of, I'm a trainer, I'm not supposed to be struggling with my body, and I'm absolutely not supposed to be struggling with an eating disorder. And what happened was I eventually just stopped focusing on dieting and totally shifted my mindset to, I'm just going to eat more and just prioritize my health, and that's that. I was just like, no matter what I do, I'm always hungry. So I started eating more of fruits and veggies and whole grains, which I was already eating. I just was eating in larger portions. And I started to feel healthier and I started to feel better. Ultimately, the reason I decided that was because I had been working on my body image for so long that I truly did just stop caring about trying to diet, trying to lose weight. I felt more comfortable in my body, and I did end up building muscle and losing body fat over time this way. But honestly, that really isn't the point of this. The point is like feeling truly empowered in your body. So here are all the things that I did that I would recommend at least looking into and considering if you are also struggling with your body image. These are things that have all helped me so much over the years. And even if there are things that I noticed that I would want to change, like, oh, I have a little extra fat around my legs, but I don't feel this all mind-consuming hate around my body. It is gone. So if you do feel that, here are some things that I would recommend. First, if you are weighing yourself on the scale obsessively, ditch the scale. And don't ditch it like throw it away. I would put it in a high up in your closet, somewhere that's hard to reach, so that you add an extra barrier to make it annoying to pull out. And then I started relying heavily on habits like high fiber, a lot of veggies, a lot of fruits, and a lot of protein. We're eating lots of whole grain rice. Basically, I was doubling my portions and not stressing about, oh my gosh, how much weight am I gonna gain? I just let it be. I literally just let it be. Prioritize the health, and that's what I would recommend. Now, the other thing, don't let yourself do body checks. If you catch yourself doing body checks, replace that habit with talking kindly to yourself in the mirror. I would look at myself in the mirror and I would be like, you're a baddie. And I would at first just like say it in my head. I couldn't even say it physically out loud. I would like look in the mirror like, you're a baddie. Or whatever it is. Say something kind to yourself. Whatever you want to say that to yourself. Self-talk is so crucial. If you catch yourself looking in the mirror, what are we gonna do? We're gonna replace it with positive self-talk. Okay. The other thing I started doing was finding ways to move for fun, not to move to lose weight. So I wasn't doing HIIT hill sprints to lose fat anymore. I was going on walks, and I was doing something that I could feel good about physically and mentally, and it wouldn't feel like suffering. Find the things that you can do that can feel somewhat fun, and also prioritize taking care of your brain, whether that be meditation, whether that be journaling. There is a deep connection between our mental and our physical, and we really do. When we struggle with our body image, we are struggling with our self-esteem. We are struggling mentally with our own perception. So taking that time to work on your own perception and work through those things separately outside of the physical is so freaking crucial. It is so freaking crucial. I know it's boring and a lot of people are resistant to it. Take care of your brain. And also start telling yourself a different story. Start telling yourself that you are a healthy person. Not, I wish I was healthy, I want to be healthy. No, you already are a healthy person. I am a healthy person. If you start to force yourself to identify as the person that you want to be, you're going to more easily step into those shoes and become that person. It sounds woo-woo, but it's the damn truth, okay? Try it. Do it. But you have to understand and know the type of person that you want to be. When you want to be a healthy person, when you want to feel good in your body, what does that mean to you? How does that look and feel to you when you say that? If you have been on a cut or trying to lose weight for more than a year, meaning you have been in an attempted caloric deficit for over a year, whether you've actually been in a deficit or not, I would consider taking a break from dieting to really focus again on the health aspect. Truly, sometimes the issue is this constant state of stress around our body image. And I know it sounds crazy, but when we are constantly thinking about our bodies and overwhelmed about our body image and how we are perceived by others, it adds such a layer of physical and mental stress that then consistently impacts us, whether it be binge eating or self-sabotage or whatever it may be. That hyperfixation is truly not healthy, and that is why I want to make this video, because while it's not healthy, it is not uncommon for so many of us to struggle. Hopefully this video is helpful and makes you feel less alone in your struggles if you are also struggling with your body image or struggling with binge eating disorder. Now, if you do think you are struggling with an eating disorder, it is so crucial to get further help, whether you see a therapist that specializes in eating disorders or whether you see a dietitian that specializes in eating disorders. Know that you are not alone. So many people, unfortunately, do struggle with their body image, and more people struggle with their bodies than you realize. I mean, every single one of us are told that we should be insecure about something. There's always the perfect body to strive for, and we're all hearing it. Just know that like we are our own worst critics, but ultimately these are things that can be overcome. And when you do, it is so freaking relieving, especially when you've struggled with it for so freaking long. And there are people who have struggled with their body image since childhood. So these are things that can be worked through. When you do work through these things, it does feel so freeing to not have your mind forcibly occupied by self-hate. So that is it for this video. I hope that this helped at least one person out there. And if you guys have any tips as well for things that have helped you with improving your body image, you can leave that below as well. And that is it. Stay strong, friends, and I will see you in the next one.
I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on fan.